Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
Today we're having a house tour. It's a Landmarks house tour. It raises money for preservation programs in Seacliff. There's a very strong preservation movement in Seacliff, and people are very sensitive to the restoration of their houses. It's one of the reasons they moved to Seacliff to begin with. So we're going to be showcasing a lot of homes that have been sensitively restored. We have 10 homes on the tour. We have a Russian church on the tour that is an amazing piece of architecture. It looks like a 16th century monastery. We're at a home that was a former boarding house. It was called the Cozy Cottage. When the current homeowners bought the house, there were 4 apartments, 3 that were legal, including a rumored bordello.
The owner's husband has done all the carpentry throughout the house, which you will certainly enjoy. The fireplace is original. The tile on the floor is new, but it's faux painted to go with the house. This medallion is one of the original features of the house. There's a lot of wonderful houses in town. I've lived here since 1958, so it's pretty wonderful. My daughter's up on the bedroom floor, so we really enjoy this day.
We saw the house, liked it, but it needed an amazing amount of work. We put a bid on a different house, lost that house at the last second, and came back here, and this was still for sale, and decided to take the plunge. It was such a learning curve for us. We came from a condo in New York City and knew nothing about any of this, and the key is to hire the right people who know what they're doing, local architects, local designers, people who understand the aesthetics and have a respect for it, and then they kind of held our hands and walked us through the process.
This was definitely my husband's dream. Like, he needed a home with character. I love it. We did a lot. You know, the home, we renovated all the bathrooms and the kitchen, so we're going to take a break for a little bit.
What I'm told is the last functioning outhouse in Nassau County is in my backyard, so that's nice. That's a nice. And
have you put it to the test?
The workmen have put it to the test.
I think you have too.
No comment.
Well, this amazing place, Crest, was built in 1883 as a summer house by the Sheridans. There were probably a dozen or so like it in town. Most of them probably burned down. This one, lucky enough, has survived. So let's take a little look inside and see some of the highlights. This wraparound porch is classic of houses that were built in this era, and it's grand, and we actually have pictures inside of the original family sitting on this porch in the late 1800s. This is the foyer, and if you look here at that newel post, that's really one of the big highlights. Originally it was gas, but we've converted it to electric. Metal and wood carving, it's all original. Fortunately, nobody ever painted it. Now we're looking in the dining room, which we don't use too often because we're not too formal. And you can see we painted it to look like we're sitting in a
forest.
In a forest. Right, this is original.
And when we started to strip the old paint off of it, this is what was underneath, so we just stopped and left it the way we saw it.
Back in the 1800s, the servants who lived on the 3rd floor would come up and down and service the Sheridans through this stairway, where the Sheridans would come up the front stairway. That's how it was in the day, you know? Every room down here has a fireplace.
You said 7 of them, huh?
Right, in bedrooms and living room, dining room, and foyer. This is the living room, and in honor of recent loss of Richie Havens played music here one day for my 50th birthday party. A surprise.
Yeah, in front of that peace sign.
It feels great to have so many residents willing to open their homes, their tremendous, incredible homes, for the public to come in and to experience a piece of history in many cases. Everybody wants to be a part of Seacliff, and Seacliff welcomes everybody.